Second chances till we bleed, and when all love had been depleted, we had but no choice to concede. As the stars were dancing in their line, the paths that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in their line. The future we will never run. Dirt on our feet was bone dry. It was bone dry. An overwood, a rose will die. Love is damage in disguise. Can never say that I never tried. I held you with my hands tied. If it's true, love is blind. What did I fall for at first sight? 'Cause love is damage in disguise. Broke clocks are right 2 times a day. My broke heart is just one and the same. Once when you take my breath away, and when I suffocate, but if this is the last time I say sorry, when I take it back, 'cause I don't mean it. You are the cancer in my body. I'm still playing dead, 'cause I still feel it. 'Cause I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm still playing dead. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm still playing dead. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm still playing dead. I'm sorry, not sorry. I know the diamonds in your eyes were just your tears catching light. A bit of crime with no alibis. You can't kill what is already died. Broke clocks are right 2 times a day. My broke heart is just one and the same.
Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Heaven knows. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why.
Flips off the post. Where's the follow for Blaze? There's Heck. He's gonna get the shot. He's gonna put it in. Back to back final shots for Heck to win.
Welcome back. for season number 11, week number 1, as we're into match number 2 here. Starting things off. And I think I may have scuffed the intro a little bit. This is what happens when you try to get on a new setup. But anyways, we're back. We're back here for week 1. You know, it wouldn't be a Nemesis stream if we didn't, scuff it up a little bit. Right, Jaegers, gotta scuff it.
Oh, it happens. It happens. At least once a season,
Yeah, it does happen. But, hey, we make it through. We're back here for week number 1. Open day's already in the books. And Jaegers, we have 2 teams on this one. Arrival and Distortion, both coming into this week, or into this matchup here to end week 1. Both of them are 1-0 to start things off.
Should be very exciting. I mean, usually, not to knock you, Austin, usually Arrival doesn't have too many great seasons, but they're looking to change that this season, starting off on the right foot, and Distortion on the flip side, also getting that first win. There's a few names I see here, Austin. I'm gonna call out a name on each side. I see Flame Intruder on Distortion, and it's a tough one. Lucian on Arrival. I believe that was Lush last season, if I'm not mistaken. So, 2 very high-tiered players, in my opinion.
Yeah, we've got some great players in this lobby for sure, and I'm sure you guys will recognize a lot of them. We'll talk a lot more about them as the match goes on. But yeah, you got you got the new rival league here. The boundaries have gone up in the rival league, so a lot of high players. There's some former Titan players in this matchup. And Jaegers, that's the one thing that we talked about with the rival league this season. Kind of the hype up to the season is you get these very high players. This is the highest that rival league has ever gone for the top. So there's a lot of potential for some really high-end plays in this matchup.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. I mean, just higher peaks than ever before. And, I mean, it just makes me even more excited for Titan League next week. I know they're in preseason right now, Austin. So I'm really excited to get that going as well. But, I mean, right now we got some high-quality rival matchups here. And as far as predictions go, it's going to be a tough one. I see Distortion taking it. I think it's going to be a good series, though. I see it in 5.
All right, well, we're going to have to see. Get your last minute channel point predictions in the chat here as we're about to get things kicked off with game 1 here. Happy Wednesday, happy opening week to everybody. We've got Arrival taking on Distortion. Let's get things underway as we start off with the opening kickoff. We've got Arrival in the blue tonight. We've got Jonah, Lucian, and Chad. And then Distortion, we have Flame Intruder, Unate, and Demas. And Jaegers, we saw, I know the stream talked about it on Monday, but the one thing that's very interesting about this season, it's the first ever reset, so a lot of new faces and a lot of new places.
Yeah, no, it's always really exciting. And that full season reset, it was almost like a full fantasy draft, almost like in football. It's it didn't matter what team you're on before, you're on this team now, and let's see how you do.
Yeah, it's always exciting, and it's definitely gonna be a crazy season. As this one already popped out in the middle, Distortion coming through and firing, and Unate is gonna put the first one on the board.
Yeah, Unate's just gonna get a nice little shot here. A ton of pressure right now by Distortion, just peppering shots on the Arrival end. And Arrival, if they want to tie up this game, they're going to have to get out their half. It is still early though.
Yeah, it is a little bit early, and you're exactly right. It seems like so far Distortion has had some good pressure. As Unate looking for the ground pinch. Gonna send it off to the side, and Lush gonna find a touch. This ball popping up towards the net. Could be dangerous. Chad is gonna find a touch, but it's still in front. Jonah is gonna come through and make a clutch touch. Get it off to the side. As again, Arrival up in their zone here. Flame Intruder off the corner. Demas going for that one, but Chad getting first 2 as Lucian. Been down, popping this one up. Be an opportunity here. Jonah coming through. This one gonna be cleared out off to the side. Step back in by Chad. And Lush both go for that one. Chad gonna win it out as it's down into the Distortion end. A little pass across, but a little behind Flame Intruder as that one's gonna be sent out. It's gonna get around Jonah though. And back into the zone. This one, a little awkward ball, taking it across the middle dangerously. This ball floating. Lucian gonna find to make a touch there and get it out. First minute and a half here, Jaegers. Arrival's starting to get it out a little bit, but Distortion is still felt like they've had the majority of the pressure until right now as Chad comes through and ties it up.
That's 100% shooting accuracy, Austin. I wasn't sure if Arrival was going to get anything going, and they got going with their first shot, tying up this game. And I mean, if a rival wants to keep it up, they're just going to have to get out of their half. Distortion's kind of setting up camp over there right now.
Yeah, they really are. A lot of pressure early here as Demas going underneath, trying to find the flip reset. Not gonna go. As again, Distortion back at it. This ball gonna float to the top of one. Just Thigh Chad there. Taking it off to the side here. Pop one over. This ball 15 out of the midfield. Dangerously. Lucian jumping up to it. Gonna find a touch as it falls back down. Lush trying to get back to it again. Distortion looking to get it on the midfield, but Thigh Chad is able to connect just for a moment. Able to give Rival a little bit of space as Lucian up now. Sending to the corner. Pop this one in the midfield. Dangerous ball here. Demas. Oh my goodness, that one almost finds its way through. But Demas, great save there on the defensive end to get it away. As now he's looking to transition to offense. But Thigh Chad not having any of it. Off the backboard. Off the backboard again. And here comes Jonah
Nice
to put it
little
in
shot there.
as they put it home.
And yeah, great passing play. Great passing play by Thigh Chad to Jonah, just putting it away. Unate wasn't quite ready, and it looked like Arrival was a little slow starting off. Probably a little bit nervous due to stream nerves or what have you. But Arrival is storming back and starting to put some pressure on Distortion.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of stream nerves. I know in match 1 they did play with Rilo in place of Jonah, and Rilo not here tonight, but Jonah, a great player. Seen him multiple seasons in the Challenger League, have some big performances, and so far he's able to get one on the board here in this matchup. So Rival looking to work things out. They've got the lead here. Distortion now playing a little bit from behind, but here comes Demas. Was on Lightspeed last season, made a very good run with that team. Able to make the postseason. This one out of the midfield, great pass, but it's going to be cut off. Rival quick to it, and Lush going to find another touch somehow on that one. As Thigh Chad now sending it back, Demas clearing it away. Lush towards the backboard, but Demas waiting there. Going to find a touch. Now Rival starting to get some good sustained pressure in Distortion zone. This ball popped up. Unate though. Going to get it out. Lush in the midfield, dangerous ball. No one back. Flame Intruder. He's going to find a touch into the corner. This ball 50'd up. About a minute and a half remaining in this one. Distortion looking to come back. Here comes Demas. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Close shot there. The follow-up not quite going to go there as a Rival stuck on the defensive end. What a huge opportunity. Not quite going to go as here comes Unate trying to get to it again, but it's going to be cleared away. And Jaeger's Distortion, they've had a couple of really good passing plays in this one, but just haven't been able to find the tying goal quite yet.
They really have, but I mean, just the shots are not there. They've had a ton of shots on target, but they're just not quality shots. Whereas Arrival on the flip side has had 2 shots and 2 goals. That's the kind of clip Distortion needs to be shooting at.
Yeah, especially, you know, like we talked about, a lot of times we say this in the Titan League, but, you know, if you miss your opportunities, you know, you're not going to really get another chance. You got to capitalize the best you can when you get the shots, because these teams don't make as many mistakes, and with the higher boundaries here in Rival League, that skill gap is starting to raise. And for Distortion, gotta capitalize on their mistakes. We're down to the final 20 seconds. Can they bring it back? Can they force overtime here? Trying to pinch it out. This one getting off to the side. Demas, not a lot of boost. Gonna fake it by 1. Gonna collect the boost. Gonna get it by 2. This ball popping up. Just one more in net. Can they get it around though? Not quite.
My.
Lucian can't find a touch though. Here comes a shot towards the net.
Okay.
Unate is gonna slot it in and tie it up with only seconds remaining.
And Unate just coming in off the... We're going to call it a fake by DMs and just putting in the back of the net with 8 seconds left. Barring a kickoff goal, it looks like we're going to overtime to kick off this game 1 of this Wednesday night Rocket League.
Yeah, it might be overtime. Distortion have anything to say about it. It's back in the rival zone. Thigh Chad gonna try to take it up. They're over the top of 1. Can they keep it up? The pinch is gonna come through, but there we go, Jaegers. Overtime. A good battle here in game 1.
Yeah, and I mean, really, at the beginning of the game, Distortion was really putting on the pressure for Arrival. It looked like Arrival did start to get out of their half, get some shots on target. They still only have 2 shots, Austin, so they're making the most out of their opportunities. They're just not giving themselves a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, and you gotta create opportunities here. They're gonna need at least one more if they're gonna want a chance with this ball. Dangerous. Hey, Chad. Get it off to the side. It's a Rival trying to escape their zone. Lucian blocks one across the midfield, finds another touch, but Unate is there. This one sent back. Could be a dangerous ball. Gonna be popped up. Here comes Unate off the backboard looking for a read there. Not quite gonna find his Flame Intruder. He's gonna get to this one. This ball popped up. Lucian sending it towards the net, but Unate is back in time to get that one away. Thigh Chad gonna block it in the midfield. Little 50 comes through. What a double commit lead to something as a rival is trying to race down here. Passing on the midfield. Chad looking for it, but good denial by Unate. This ball again in midfield. Flame Intruder gonna find a touch. Lucian gonna make the turn here. He's off the ceiling, trying to slam it down. Demo comes through. This ball in the midfield. Dangerous. Arrival trying to race back. They run into each other. Unate trying to finish it, and he is gonna send it in. Distortion come back in game 1 and take the series lead.
And yeah, no, Arrival just overcommitted a little bit, and Unit is going to make them pay, taking game 1 of the series. But really, I mean, it's really neck and neck. Arrival really holding it down on defense. Distortion really throwing it on offensively. But I mean, if you want to win a game, you can't. You need to shoot more than 3 shots, especially if your opponent's shooting 10 on the flip side. So look for Arrival to just try and get it out of their half, be it like outlook passes or playing bang ball even. They need to get out of their half and put some more shots on Distortion's end.
Yeah, I would definitely agree here as Distortion really just kind of battled back there. They played well, and when, like you said, when you've got the shots going on net, it's gonna be a lot better for your team to keep that sustained pressure up. And Distortion had that. And as we look to game number 2 here, we're going to have to see, does Arrival have a little bit more offense or maybe even some more defense to kind of counter what Distortion was doing? Because, Jaegers, like you mentioned, they had a great offense. And I guess if you were in this game here, Jaegers, as we head into game number 2, if you're Arrival, are you really just trying to go for a lot more offense, or you think you can try to lock down a little bit more on the defensive end?
Lock down and then get it out of your half. I mean, just you can't just be laying them set up shop. Distortion has all the pressure right now. Nice little pass, and it's just going to go off the crossbar. So Arrival's going to get a shot, but not one of the quality shots they had last game.
Yeah, they were looking for one there early on the counterattack, trying to place it, but just not quite able to find the back of the net. And this game number 2 is going to stay at 0-0. Distortion holding on to this 1-0 series lead. This one sent back, just Demas back there. All of Arrival is hunting. They're going to get it around 1 there, popping in the midfield. Distortion able to race back. Chad taking this one up in the air, going to find a 50. This ball's still in the corner. Here comes Jonah, trying to get to that one. Lucian going to turn, going to get it by 1. Going to hop it over a second there. This one's off the backboard. Got to find this read. A missed touch comes through. Arrival not quite ready for that one. This ball a little bit awkward here. Be caught and sent out. Distortion back in the rival zone. This one out of the midfield. Flame Intruder off the backboard. Jonah gonna have to try to make the touch. He can't. Chad gonna help him out. So they're sending it back in with this ball out of the midfield. Dangerous ball. Lucian gonna find another touch, but not quite able to send it into the net here. It's Arrival starting to put a little bit of pressure on here. Demas though on the dribble, gonna get a good flick there, but Jonah all over that one off the backboard. Unate gotta make the touch, and he does there, able to get it away. As Jonah sending it right back. And Jaegers, we're about almost 2 minutes into this game, and right now Arrival. Oh no, is that in their net? No, it's not gonna go. It's gonna be sent away. I was gonna say they've had some really sustained pressure early on in this game too. Thankfully that one didn't find the back of their net.
Yeah, no, Arrival has already almost matched their shooting total in game number 2 with 2 minutes into it. Make that. Nope, still only 2. But yeah, no, Arrival really is sustaining the pressure. Distortion is having trouble getting out. Their one goal attempt almost came from a missed touch by Lucian, but he did well to get back. Right now, Distortion is just really having trouble getting out of their half, and Arrival's really suffocating them. They're doing much better on defense, much better on offense, and now they just need to put a goal in the back of the net.
Speaking of a goal in the back of that, here comes Demas with a flip reset off the backboard. Dangerous ball, but that one gonna be popped over Jonah. He's got an open net to shoot it in. He's gonna dribble it home, and Arrival is gonna strike first in game 2.
And Austin, sometimes that's the hardest shot in the game. No defender, it's just you and the ball, and Jonah did well just guiding it in. Arrival gonna take out that first goal, and I mean, with 2 minutes left, with the kind of pressure Arrival's putting on, I don't see Distortion coming back, at least in this game too.
Well, there's still a lot of time here, and we saw what they did in game number 1. They scored that goal with 8 seconds left, and were able to bring it into overtime and then find that win. So can't count these kids out quite yet, as they're once again back in their own zone. Arrival in their corner, Nemesis gonna find a touch, gonna get it by 1, but it's gonna be sent down. In the Rival's end, Chad on the control. This one gonna take it down, trying to dribble it around. This one popped out to Lucian. Lucian coming up here, trying to find something off the backboard. Leave that one as Jonah stands up in the midfield. Nemesis is gonna find a touch. Just Lucian back there. Gotta watch out here. Unate throwing it off the backboard. Lucian make a touch. He does. Able to send it out. Nice little pass in midfield. Chad trying to get it out. Distortion all over that one. They're starting to turn it back into a rival zone here. Some pressure. This one out in the midfield. Jonah gonna make a touch. As this one sent high off the backboard. Nemesis racing to it. He's gonna find that touch, but some demos are coming through. As a little bit of a double commit there. A bit awkward. But gonna be sent into the corner for now. This one popped up in midfield. Could be a dangerous ball. Double commit from Distortion. They're trying to get it out. Here comes Nemesis. Couldn't dribble it, but it's still out of the midfield. And a minute to go, Jaegers. We're still sticking at this 1-0 scoreline. These teams, you know, holding down on the solid defensive end.
Yeah, no, both these teams, but one thing I'm noticing is our rival is playing much faster in this game number 2 than they have in game number 1, not giving a single second for Distortion to breathe. And, I mean, Distortion just doesn't have that same type of pressure that they had in game 1. A rival really locking it down on defense.
Yeah, they found the defensive lockdown. Can they hold on for the final 30 seconds? This ball popping towards midfield. Dangerous ball. Oh, no, a huge miss comes through. That one was a huge opportunity. Can Distortion make a rival pay for this one? They're waiting off the backboard, and Demas puts it in. Calamity as Distortion ties it up.
And yeah, that was just an awkward play all around. Demas just going to collect and get a nice little double to tie up the game. Our rival just wasn't ready for it.
And once again, a rival erasing a last-second deficit to tie it up. Will we see overtime number 2? We saw Distortion win that overtime in game 1. But this ball still in the midfield. Shot towards net can be blocked away. Demas gonna get it by 2. It's just Chad over there. Demas gonna try to make something happen. Final seconds. This one flicked up high. Flame Intruder looking for it. It's popped out. The net is wide open. Lucian taking it down, trying to waste as much time as possible. He dribbles it in with 3 seconds remaining, and a rival trying to deny this one away.
And that was just a nice right place at the right time by Lucian. He's just like, oh, I'll take this. And just drives into the back of the net. 3 seconds left. It's still possible for Distortion side up with a kickoff goal, but not likely after that one. Rival going to be taking game number 2.
Yeah, our rival gonna survive here in game number 2, and the script was almost the same as we saw in game number 1, but this time around, a rival was able to hold on and actually win it in regulation. We thought, you know, Jaeger, it seemed like for sure we were gonna go into overtime, but it was a couple of rival goals on some Distortion overcommits, and that was kind of the key right there in this game number 2.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens with really high-powered offense. Like, it's not that they're bad at defense, they just forget to play defense. And a rival really took advantage of that with those overcommits, just escorting both of their goals to the back of the net. It wasn't anything, like, flashy. They were just both breakaways.
Yeah, they were, and yeah, you see the shot totals a lot different in this game. Our rival actually leading the shot department 6-4, so they found a way on the defensive end, found a way on the offensive end, and it was enough to give them that game 2 victory. And now as we move on to game number 3, Jaegers, this is a crucial game for both teams. They've had their moments for sure, but this game number 3 is going to put someone 1 win away from taking the series and moving to 2-0.
Yeah, it's going to put someone on match point. 2-0. Great way to start the season. And it's going to be a tough one. It's which Distortion's going to show up. Is it the one that put 10 shots in game number 1, or is it going to be the other one that just forgot to play defense? We know Distortion can score. You know, can they do the rest? And this game number 3 is going to be very telling of that.
Yeah, it will. And right now they're starting out in a rival zone, so looking like a good start for them. This ball off to the corner. Lucian gonna send it down. Gonna be over the top of 2 Distortion attackers. This one off the backboard, looking to follow down. This one pops the midfield. Jonah just able to get a touch. Chad racing back, but still a dangerous ball. Rival fortunate to block that one away. Distortion almost got the counterattack on him. This one in the midfield. Flame Intruder. Nice touch off to the side. This one gonna be sent down in the corner. Oh goodness, a double demo comes through, and the net is wide open. A rival, their wrecking crew, opens the gates.
And yeah, I mean, Distortion didn't even have a chance to play defense there with the Wrecking Crew. Got a little double demo there, and Lucian will take that any day of the week.
Yeah, that's an easy peasy right there for Lucian. Some good demos coming through from his teammates, and Rival has definitely had quite a few of those in this series thus far. None bigger than that one right there. This gives him an early lead. Looking for more here. This one off the back where Demas can't
the
get back,
fakes.
and it's gonna find its way in. Jonah sends it home. Arrival 2-0 lead.
And you know, Austin, the fake by Lucian, intentional or not, it worked. Demas bit on it hard, and then Jonah just had another open net to shoot at. What's with the Rival on these open nets, Austin? What's going on here?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's those demos. They're opening things up for him so far. But hey, they're making the most of their opportunities here, and it's giving them a 2-0 lead here in this game 3. As they're trying to start out the season 2-0. As Demas taking a lot of control here, looking for his teammate, but Chad is having none of that one. It's sent back in. Jonah now, he's gonna take his turn to take his time. So he's gonna find a 50 through. This ball popped around, won by Chad out in midfield. This one out in the corner. Here comes Demas. Gonna block it down. This ball in the midfield. Net almost open by Chad though. Didn't quite turn it on. This one out in midfield. Sending it there, but good save, Demas. Able to block it out. As we're about 2 minutes in here to this game number 3, and Jaeger's here as Arrival holds on to this 2-0 lead. Distortion, what do you need to see from them to try to bring this thing back? They had some great offense in game 1, but they've kind of been shut out pretty much ever since.
Yeah, it looks like Arrival kind of woke up, but I need Distortion to get back to their game 1 ways. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. It's been working for Arrival to start demoing them. Maybe on the flip side, Distortion also needs to start demoing. Look for some outlet passes don't just play defense. See, they didn't just play defense there. Chad just gonna put it in with a nice shot off the top row.
Yeah, off the top rope, and another demo coming through on the back end. Chad sends it in, and yeah, this is a potential dynamic duo that could be threatening in the Rival League this season with Chad and Lucian Jaegers. Both players have had some experience in these higher leagues. Lucian, former Titan, I believe Chad was up there. Titan, if not Titan, high Rival, and I mean so far they're looking so good, but not looking good is this Arrival defense there. For a second, is Flame Intruder gonna get Distortion on the board?
Yeah, and a nice little passing play by Distortion. Demas to Flame Intruder. Well, it didn't even need to be a passing play. Arrival just was not back. Probably were bit by the over-aggression bug a little bit. And it's not over yet. You know, 2 goals, 2 minutes. A lot can be done. A lot has been done in less time. But Distortion kind of needs to get going now, and this certainly will not help. See if Chad could put it on target, and he does.
And it's another one of these Distortion just really trying to up the aggression, but Arrival, that's probably like the 3rd or 4th time that we've just seen him beat the last man and have a wide open net to send it in. So Distortion, definitely some holes on the back end there as they're trying to find their way in this game 3. Looks like Arrival is poised to secure it. But still a minute 40 remaining. 3 goals, definitely possible. Here comes Chad taking it underneath. Look at the 50 Lucian trying to find it, but not quite going to go as all Distortion in this right corner here. This ball blocked off of a teammate. It's just Chad. Watch out here, Unate. Trying to get to it. It's going to go
the
in.
Fake.
The fake again. And the Jaegers, we have seen so many fakes, intentional or not, as Demas gets Distortion with it too.
And yeah, I mean, Unate just scared Chad a little bit. I'm not sure if Chad saw Demas initially, but he definitely did for a second, and that's all it took for him to be awkward and Distortion to take their 2nd goal of the game.
Yeah, and don't count them out. We saw them in both games so far in this series. They have scored a game-tying goal in the final 30 seconds. So if there's some team that can do it, looks like it could be Distortion. This one's sent down, but right now they're gonna have to find 2. About a minute remaining. Ball in the corner. Demas gonna be 50'd out. Lucian hunting for Flame Intruder. Flame's gonna get a touch, trying to find another. This one still popped up. Chad and Lucian. Not a lot of boost between them. Lucian gonna try to control this one. In the middle, D-Miss gonna pop it by one. He's looking for a bump of his own. It's falling down off the post. The follow-up, Flame Intruder trying to put it in. And there's chaos in front of the net, but a rival gets it away. The Distortion still can't break through to find that third one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like Distortion's starting to wake up, but I mean, just not a quality shot to be had. It looked like Flame Intruder may have had a chance there, but he didn't. He just didn't get the power needed to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, the power a little bit lacking there. So down to the final seconds. Can Distortion do it again? Not that time with this off the corner. Unate off the corner now. This one popped up. Flame Intruder can't connect though. A big miss. That one could have brought him within one. But instead, this ball is rolling out in the midfield. Arrival is going to come through Jaegers. They are going to take game 3 for themselves, one win away from taking the series.
Yeah, and you know, Austin, both games were a close one. I really feel like this is a much different Arrival we're seeing right now. An Arrival that's starting to pull on the pressure, get saves whenever needed. And Distortion also, I mean, they're getting nervous in the front of the net. They're not making their shots. We've seen multiple whiffs out of them when it could have just been a shot on target. So Distortion, if I'm Distortion, I'm taking this whole minute here before we go into this game number, I believe it's game number 3, because they seem a little bit nervous now. Oh, game number 4, excuse me.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, they did seem a little bit nervous, and we're gonna have to see as we're heading Jaegers game 4 for a Nemesis special map here. Everyone's favorite, my favorite map here on our rotation. We got Forbidden Temple, and everyone knows what that means. The chaos can reign here on this map, and that one almost started out early. I'd love to see. Will we see some chaos? Will we see another game 5? We saw some intense matches on opening day, and right now Distortion ought to be the ones, Jaegers, to come through in this game 4 and, you know, start the scoring early.
Yeah, if I'm Distortion, I'm focusing on defense, and just taking whichever shots come whenever I can, because you know you can win a 1-0 game, but you're not going to win if the other team's not going to win if they don't score. And Flame Intruder gonna start this one off 1-0, and that's the first lead Distortion's had in a little while.
Yeah, it is the first lead, and that was a big dunk by Flame Intruder to give his team the early lead here on Forbidden Temple. And that is a massive start for them. And we're going to have to see if it could lead to something. Can they get back to what we saw in game 1 where they put on 10 shots towards the net and just kind of suffocated a rival? We're going to have to see as Unate throw this one off the corner. A little bit of double commit. Awkward balls. Flame Intruder trying to find another. Belution sending it down. D-Miss. Unate, taking this one across the field. Jonah gonna bang this one up high over the top of one. This one off the backboard. Could be a dangerous ball coming through off the backboard. Lucian leaving it. Unate trying to get to it. It's gonna be over the top. The rival trying to race back here. Cooper set comes through. Distortion not quite able to capitalize immediately. It's sent back in to Distortion's end, but only for a moment. This one clanging towards the net. Unate has to make a clutch save. That one is a good one as Demas finds a demo to open up some space. Unate with the musty, this one off the backboard, 2 miss. But Jonah, he's patiently waiting there, able to get it away. And about a minute and a half into this game, Distortion holding on to that lead. And Arrival, Jaegers, I don't know if you're seeing the same, but it seems like there's a couple of mistakes and a couple of banging shots here from Distortion.
Yeah, no, and you know, Forbidden Temple's a little weird for everyone. Seems a little weird for Arrival right now, but a nice shot by Unate, top right bins and in. And it's kind of looking like the Distortion's offense is finally waking up.
Yeah, they really have woken up here. It seems like 2 quick goals here in game 4, really putting the pressure on, and Arrival just seems a little bit out of sorts as a kamikaze demo comes through. Able to send it away. Lucian get it down. Chad on the pressure. Able to keep in Distortion's end. Distortion in boost control right now. It's Jonah putting this one in. Looking with the 50 off the backboard. Unate on a touch it. We get to the corner. He's able to send it out. Demas now taking this one. I'm going to shoot it towards the net, but only can make it so far as the corner. It's a nice boost steal comes through. Lush trying to leave it for Chad. A little bit of a miscommunication. This ball in the midfield. Demas can't connect. Unate space and time to send this one up, but Lush able to get away the corner. But halfway in this game. This one popped out here, is sent down. Distortion just going to take it in the corner. Happy to waste this time away. Try to play it slow. This ball could be dangerous. 50 down midfield. Flame Intruder gonna send it down as Luge. Unate is also looking for the demo. Luge trying to get to it. Nightchat gonna race back, and somehow right there, Luge was able to only keep the 2-goal game. Jaegers, he was getting hunted down by everyone.
Oh, what a
my
shot.
Goodness. He missed with that angle.
Oh my goodness. Nice little pass by Flame Intruder, and Demas just gonna get a nice little doink past the defense. And you know, Austin, Distortion's scoring a lot, but I don't know if you noticed, they're starting to employ a deep third man, playing a little bit more conservatively. They're tired of getting beat on defense, and you know, right now, Arrival needs to answer.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. There was a lot of goals where they just committed, just overcommitted, and Arrival got it past the third man to put it home. And yeah, you're right. Finding that deeper third man, locking down the defensive end, it's working so far in game number 4 as they're looking to send us to Champions Field. This ball knocked across. Here comes Nightchat trying to send it in, but Distortion denies. Lush now up. Unate. Can't quite find that one. That one off the backboard. Some misses coming through, but it's going to be popped over the top. Arrival not able to get to that one. It's off the post barely. As this one out of the midfield. This comes through. Distortion trying to find one more dagger here in this one. So we're about a minute 20 remaining here in this game. Jaegers and Arrival still scoreless on the board for Distortion, looking to force this game 5.
Yeah, no, if I'm Arrival, of course you're going for the win, but with a minute left, it's looking less and less likely. But if you're Arrival, you need to get like a Pyrrhic not a Pyrrhic victory, but you need to get some form of momentum. You need to get a goal, like demo them, kind of like make them a little frustrated to get them out of their, like, in their head a little bit in game number 5.
Yeah, you gotta try to find something here, some sort of momentum here, because Distortion, they've seemingly snatched it all back as they're looking to tie this series up at 2 apiece. As this one, oh my goodness, Jonah, and maybe that's some momentum there as he sends it on the top of the defense's head.
You know, 30 seconds left, Austin. Crazier stuff has happened, and Jonah leaving a lot of time left on the board with that little 50 past the defense.
And
So, I mean,
it's
could
fine.
be seeing overtime.
It
Forbidden Temple, Austin.
It is Forbidden Temple as Arrival gonna go for the double fake there as they're trying to get it in. Can we see some craziness in the final seconds of Forbidden Temple? This ball blocked in the midfield can be sent back into Distortion's end. The time is ticking. Arrival needs one with at least a second on the clock. Lucian trying to block it. It's dropping down. Distortion trying to waste the time. Looking to fire this one at the net. Arrival double commits. The seconds are ticking. They have to get one quickly. It's heading back towards Distortion's way, but they need one with time on the clock. This one out of the midfield is not going to do it. And we are heading that way, Jaegers. It is game number 5, Forbidden Temple. The game 5 alert coming your way right now.
Yes, sir. Game 5. Always a great way to start out the stream. Distortion seemed to wake up in that last one. Arrival didn't really have an answer. They got some shots on target, but a lot of saves coming through in this one, Austin.
Yeah, there were a lot of saves from both sides. Both teams coming in with 4 on the board there, and yeah, Distortion, they had their shots. They didn't quite match their game 1 total there. They only had 8 Jaegers, but I mean, we just kind of saw it seemed like a different Distortion team from what we saw in, you know, games 2 and 3.
It looks like they finally learned, Austin. You know, because like before they were like so aggressive on offense, they kept getting like counterattacked a lot, and that was the bread and butter of Arrival's offense. And then the second Distortion had that deep third man, it's like Arrival needed to figure it out again, almost.
Yeah, they did, and in that game number 4, they could not, and it was all Distortion in that one. But we're heading to game 5, Champions Field here on this one. Who is going to come up clutch? We are going to have to find out. As here we go. Who is moving to 2-0? Who is going to be hitting with a 1-1 record? We're going to have to see here. This ball in the Arrival zone. The easy shot coming through at Distortion. They strike first, only 11 seconds in.
And yeah, Demas just getting a nice shot, and all the confusion there. Arrival just looked a little discombobulated on defense, and Demas made them pay early.
Yeah, that one, a big goal right there. And always talk about it, but you want to be in that team to start out with that first goal in a winner-take-all game, whether it's Game 5, Game 7, whatever it may be. You want to get that first goal. It really starts you out on the right foot here in Distortion, looking to keep that momentum. And now all they have to do, if they want to, is just kind of lock it down, play some good defense, and don't let a rival get another one through. They'll be taking this victory. Rival is not going to let them just sit by and do that here. We saw him put some good pressure on you, Nate. Last man back. Gotta make the touch. He can. A huge miss. Jonah trying to come through. Off the backboard again. Here comes Lou. She's going to slot it in to the side of the net. And Arrival makes Distortion pay.
And you saw us say, look, like Unate wanted to come up and he just moved forward just a little too far and it was too awkward. And Arrival got that counterattack and just made them pay.
Yeah, and that's been the Arrival staple in this game. Another one where they just beat out the third man and able to shoot it into the net. And now they tie things up. Can they retake the lead? Or will Distortion be able to bring it back? This one floating in the midfield off the backboard. Jonah gonna find a touch, but Unate able to keep it in for a moment. Jonah gonna send this one off the sidewall. Arrival trying to get down. Here comes Jonah. Bang this one towards the backboard. Gonna be clear to the corner as Lucian able to keep it around. Gonna find a pinch. Looking to stay with it, but Unate gonna find a touch. Not a lot of boost there. More Distortion here. Looking a little suffocated. He's Flame Intruder gonna get it out. This one opportunity. Demas able to step back just in time to get that one away. As Demas taking control over the top of one. Looking to find it past two. That one 50 comes through. Back in the rival corner. This one hanging high off the ceiling. Lush able to take control. There's more control in the corner. Looking to stay with it. Finding a 50. Lush right there. Dichad thinking about helping him out there. Waited for just a second and still going to stay on their end. Dichad looking to lot through some defenders. But 2 minutes in, Jaegers. We're tied here. One apiece here. Both these teams fighting to try to find their second goal.
And yeah, no, Arrival really wants it. Out shooting Distortion 4-1. The only opportunity Distortion really had was 10 seconds into the game, but I mean it's very tough whenever both offenses are clicking with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I want Distortion to start taking some chances again, and yeah, put some shots on target.
And they're gonna need it here. They're gonna want to find this win. It's been a tense series so far between these two. A great battle. Jonah is up 50. They're gonna come through, dropping down to Distortion's end, but Demas gonna send this one up high. Lucian gonna find a touch, able to send it away, but Distortion finding a good demo on the back end could lead to something. Here comes Demas looking for the shot, trying to place it in, but Dichad just in
Great
time. He's clutch on the defensive end, able to get that one away. A dangerous ball. This one sent down. Lush is in the corner trying to find it. Instead, he's gonna find a demo. This one's still in Distortion's end. Lush gonna find a 50 here. And gonna actually find a bump. Flame Intruder can take control. Jonah in the corner, looking for another one. Off the side, here comes Dichad, sending that one up top. Flame Intruder able to get a touch and get that one away for a moment. As Demas bumped off this one. Lush trying to take some control. Instead, it's gonna be Flame Intruder taking this one away. Off to the side, here comes Dichad trying to find it, but Unate gonna win it over the top. What can Unate do off the backboard? It's gonna be cleared away. This one popped up now. Back in, Demas off the sidewall. Distortion looking for something. Demas once again trying to find it. Instead, it's right back into Distortion's end. Flame Intruder gonna find a touch. A huge demo is gonna open it up. Can Dichad get back in time again? No, he can't.
Close one.
He almost makes it, but Flame Intruder with a big dunk.
And Dichad running away from the demo. He almost makes it back in time, but Flame Intruder just gets in the way. And that's one thing I noticed, Austin, that Arrival's kind of straying away from is those demos back whenever they were winning the other games. They've kind of strayed away from them, and their goals have been suffering as a result. I want Arrival to start demoing again, and they're going to have to if they want to get back into this one.
A minute remaining. Can they find something here in Game 5, or will Distortion walk away with his victory? This ball off the side. Unate off the ceiling. Trying to drop that one down. Lucian gonna find a touch. This one gonna be cleared out. Jonah into the corner. Flame Intruder. He connects, looking to try to find it again. But that one over there, there's a demo on the back end, but Demas still has control. This one actually going towards the net. It's an awkward ball, but it's gonna be saved
close
away.
one.
Good touch by you, Nate. Able to clear it away as we're down to the final 30 seconds. This one sent off the backboard. Opportunity now. Bye, Chad, with a dunk. It's popped up. Here comes Jonah. Looking for the shot for you, Nate. Oh my goodness, on the goal line, he makes the save to keep it away. And now Distortion. Can they hold on here? Looking for one more, trying to find the dagger. It's a rival looking to escape now.
Oh,
Lucian
it's open.
sends it down. Distortion racing again on the back end. Lucian trying to get to it. Demas wasting time. Daichad gotta try to send for this one. This ball is pinched back. They're gonna need a miracle here. Can they get it? Demas off the backboard. This ball still up in front of their net. Survival able to keep it in the corner. Distortion trying to ground it, and they are going to be able to. What a clutch finish. Distortion holds on, and they're going to win in game 5.
No, that was a great comeback by Distortion. Very, very good series overall, Austin. I do think Arrival's a very good team. They did stray away from like what really made their offense click. And also, it's kind of hard with not having Rilo. I know you were saying earlier he was one of the starters on the team. So
Yeah,
uh,
it is still early in the season though, and rosters kind of shake around, so
yeah,
don't take it too much into account. But yeah, still, I mean, a good comeback there, Jaegers from Distortion. I mean, they played it well, and just when it seemed like Rival could have ran away with that series, they locked down in game number 4, and just kind of showed up and showed why they've been undefeated so far this season, and they look like they could be a very very solid team in the Rival League.
oh, absolutely. Both these teams, I do see both these teams going very far, especially with their the way they play. The way their play style is so interesting to me. Distortion, very offensive oriented. They kind of started figuring it out on that defensive end, and our rival with their like kind of holding it down on defense and then playing the counter attacks. Very very good series.
Yeah, it was a great series, and well, we got to head to another great series as the Jaegers and I will be right back here in a few minutes. We've got a Challenger League Grand Finals rematch from Season 10 up next. We have the Griffins taking on Venom. Make sure you guys stick around. We'll be back in a couple minutes for that banger of a matchup, so stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a few.
Should be a good one.
lost my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes us whole, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. Frozen in my dream, I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes us whole, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding on. Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back after that crazy game 5 to start the night. We are heading to another banger of a matchup. Rockerman back here with Jaegers. I almost introduced myself as Jaegers, but I'm not Jaegers. You're Jaegers. I'm Rockerman.
I'm Jaegers. Wow.
He's Jaegers. You can see the names. The names. Look at the bottom. The names. But but yeah, we're back in the booth here in Jaegers. We got a Season 10 Challenger League Grand Finals rematch here coming our way. Griffins versus Venom.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I mean, everyone's pretty much different, with the exception of, was Mealy on Griffin's last season?
No.
Okay.
I think Yukio was though, right? Yeah, Yukio is actually
Yukio was?
Yukio
So
is
it-
returning. Yeah.
Returning to Venom.
Yep.
Yeah. So
The
it should
champs.
be a good one. Very high-powered offenses on both sides. I know Yukio's more of a defensive player. I've played with Mealy. I've played with Mealy. You know, both very good players. Should be a good one. It's gonna be hard to call. I think we have another game 5, Austin. You may want to get the alerts ready. We got
Shoot.
we got some high rollers in the chat. You know, 1 versus 1. But
True.
I see Venom taking 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one here. Can Venom defend their title here? That's what they're looking to do. as we're going to get things underway here for game number 1. We're heading to Challenger League here, and we have Griffins versus Venom. Should be a good one. Last chance to get your channel point predictions in before they close up, but
Oh,
we'll get into it. As we got Griffins in the white tonight with Ad Tyso, J-Rod, and Mealy. J-Rod, former Rival player. I think Mealy also dropped down from Rival, and he's going to be on this Griffin squad. And then in the red there, we got Mealy, Yukio Takeda, and Stawify. And this one going to be fired towards the net, and it's Mealy with the first goal for the Griffins.
nice little shot by Mealy. Top left in. Nice little pass from Aditso. And Stawify just not quite ready enough for it. Could be stream nerves. Could be a little slow getting into game 1. But yeah, Griffin's going to take the first shot.
Yeah, they are going to find the first one here in this one. Both these teams undefeated so far. Started out opening day with a win. Trying to add to it here, as it was the GM of the Pantheon Org with the first goal. Stawify going to back up a little bit. He's going to find a 50 in the midfield. This one can be sent down. And again, Jaegers, we kind of mentioned it in the first matchup, but again, it's always interesting to see where these new players wind up. Is merely going to send it down. Merely can't get back to it, and it's going to be a tie ball game.
Yeah, no, merely going to get a nice beat on defense and just follow it up. Defense wasn't quite ready for it, and we got a tie ball game.
Yeah, we do, and nice shot there from Merely. Looking for his first championship here. See if he can do it with this Venom squad. As Yukio returning from that squad from last season, even though the full reset came about, Venom still found a way to get their man, get him back on this roster. This one's sent off to the side, and yeah, you mentioned some players moving some leagues around a little bit. Players moving up leagues, switching teams, and this one is an open net. Can't quite turn it. Merely drops the midfield, but Yukio not quite ready. And it's interesting to see. I'm very curious to see how Stawify is going to perform here, Jaegers. We've seen him quite a bit in professional a couple seasons ago in the Novice League, and now he's up here in the Challenger League. And it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to perform here, as he's trying to find a double tap but can't quite put it in.
Yeah, no, it's always tough for those players that do a 2-league jump. Like, whenever it's just 1 league, sometimes it's manageable. But he did hit that peak, so he deserves to be here. And it may just take a little second for it to not necessarily register, but to become used to it. And he's done well so far in this game, number 1, though.
Yeah, definitely so. Giving him a tie ball game here. And yeah, it is always interesting to see how players can move through the leagues. And Yukio can't get back to this one. Nearly going to find his second unfortunate own goal there, but some good power on the shot.
Yeah, no, and Yukio just wasn't quite ready. A second too late, just caught out of position, and Mealy gonna get a second goal of the game.
Yeah, Mealy definitely gonna be one of the players to watch out for on this Griffin squad. This one popped up nearly. Mechanical player.
Oh, what a bump!
Oh, it's almost gonna go in. J-Rod gonna find a touch, and Stawify is actually gonna finish off the clip there, as they're gonna send it in.
And that was just a nice pass by Mealy. I love the bump there. And Stawify just got beat out J-Rod. J-Rod a little bit awkward, and we got a tie ball game.
Yeah, these two teams trading some blows early in game number 1 in a 2-2 ball game. This one off to the side, Mealy off the backboard, looking for the read, can't quite find it. So is gonna send it down. Caught in the corner, Stawify can take control. Find a one there. J-Rod pushing this one across. That one awkward in the corner. Could be an opportunity here. Oh, it could be a little bit of a double commit. Griffins can't quite get that one through. It's really trying to give chase to that one. Yukio gonna send it down. Really let that one fall through. Is Yukio. He's gonna find a demo. Miss comes from J-Rod. The Stawify is up. Not a lot of boost. Gonna find a flip maybe. Almost gonna send it in. But not quite gonna make it happen. Time as he's close. This one, another miss on the back line. The net is wide open. J-Rod is going to drop it in and going to find lead once more.
And yeah, Yukio just hasn't been quite ready, just being caught a little bit off by those bangs by the Griffins. Very, very good player, just a few missed touches, but Griffin's gonna take the lead once again. Let's see if Venom answers.
Venom, they've Had some good answers so far. They're looking for one here. Is this one? Oh, it's gonna find its way in somehow, some way. It looks like a own goal of some sort.
Yeah, you know, it was a cluster, but you know what matters? It's a goal and a nice little 50 by the Griffins into their net. But this is a very high-scoring game, Austin.
Yeah, it really is. 3 goals on each side, and we still got a minute 45 remaining in game number 1. So these two trying to light up the scoreboards. They've done it thus far. It's really looking to take control. Going to be sent off to the side. J-Rod going to get up for this one, pinching it across the midfield. And Tyso. Gonna find it, but we head to the corner. Stop fight. Going to find the clear now. Going to try to get the lead back from Venom. He's looking for some bumps. This one popping up high. Mealy trying to get back to it. It's off the backboard. Flip reset attempt there. Mealy didn't quite get back to it. His stop by is coming in. That one barely poked away by J-Rod. It's Mealy trying to get this one to the corner and sent out. This one pops up. Yukio gonna race to it, able to get to the corner, but this one right out to stop by, shooting towards the net. Mealy gonna have to make a save. He does, able to get that one off. This one back in the midfield, sent down. This ball dropping. Mealy gonna find a touch. J-Rod looking for it. 50 off the backboard. J-Rod looking for the bump there, but Mealy able to get to it. Is this one gonna be shot towards the net? Stop by, makes a save, and that one gonna go off the post. J-Rod trying to turn it back around. Mealy on the back line there. Here comes Tyso shooting towards the net. All of Venom go. This ball's still floating. J-Rod takes it slow over the top of everyone to give his team the lead.
And the Griffins just had so much pressure. And Venom just didn't have enough boost. They were completely drained, just sitting there like, I don't know, but they just couldn't get the ball out of their half, and Griffins just going to take the lead again.
Yeah, they are going to take the lead, and Venom, they've had some good answers. Do they have another one in them here in the final 20 seconds, or will be the Griffins taking the first punch? This one popped up high. Here comes Yukio. Blocked by Tyso. This one sent out into the corner. Staffy looking to take control, trying to get it out. Gonna pinch it a little bit, but the Griffin's just waiting in the midfield. J-Rod trying to take it slow in the midfield. And he popped up high off the backboard, looking for the dagger. And he's gonna find it. Tyso puts an exclamation point on game 1.
Nice little consolation goal by the Griffins there. A little bit of a stat pad. I did so. Just gonna get a nice read off the back wall, hitting it back post, and with 3 seconds left, there's nothing Venom can do except look towards the next game.
They're gonna have to go next here as this ball is gonna find its way eventually to the ground here. Staffy gonna keep that one up, but
oh, what?
that one finally gonna touch the ground, and the Griffins are gonna hold on. But a high-scoring game there, Jaegers, in game number 1 between these two teams, and the Griffins are gonna be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, 5-3, and you know, Austin, it wasn't high scoring because of lack of defense. Griffins had 6, Venom had 5, so both teams were setting up shop in their own halves. Just very offensive oriented, very good game by both teams.
Yeah, and 12-8 in the shot department in game number 1 is a little bit crazy there from both these teams. So yeah, we saw it. It's the high-powered offense from these two teams, and as we head into game number 2. It looks like we'll have to see if it's going to continue that way. But Jaegers, if game 1 is any indication, I have a feeling this series is just going to be high-powered, all firing shots at every occasion.
Fingers crossed, man. I mean, we got some big names here. Big names show up in big games, and you know, Mealy gonna get a shot 5 seconds in. It looked like it looked a little awkward, you know, but it got in, and that's what matters.
He's able to get the power on it to get it around the defender. A great win right there to send it in the back of the net, and that is exactly how you want to start it out there in game number 1. Only 5 seconds in, and they're going to find their way onto the board here and try to battle things back, trying to tie this series up here. It's going to be a good start as this one's sent down. The net kind of open. Yukio going to try to turn it, looking for a pass, but Tyso going to get back to it. Going to find a touch is this one in the corner, going to be popped up high. Opportunity for Venom, but Staffy not going to take it this time. Going to allow the Griffins to send it out. This one being banged off the backboard. Another opportunity, but Yukio is going to find a touch. Here comes a shot from J-Rod, but just no power to work with. Blocked off to the corner. Now, this one popping up high. Yukio going to find a touch at the corner. Merely find one. Anti-so firing it towards that. Yukio has to make a save, and he does. Able to get it away here. These two teams looking for another one here. Venom. We get that one down in the corner. Anti-so gonna find a touch over the top of one. Off the corner here. This ball out in midfield. Some pumps are gonna come through. It opens some space and Mealy just drives past that ball. That was almost a dangerous play. I'm not sure what happened there, Jaegers, but you know, luckily for the Griffins, it didn't come back to haunt them quite yet. But it might here as Yukio almost puts it in, but it's gonna be saved away.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that was a crazy fake if he really meant to do that, but man, it's not often you really see that in front of your own net.
Yeah, and it's not one you want to see in front of your own net usually there. As this one's sent down, J-Rod with opportunity, but Yukio we get back and pinch it away. Venom up and down on this 1-goal lead. This one across. Anti-so off the backboard. Here comes J-Rod looking for it, but nearly a good touch. And we get it off the side. That's Mealy trying to send it in. Gonna go stop by in the corner. Yukio off the side. This one a shot
nice
towards
shot.
it, but Mealy with a great save, able to get it away. Venom, the defense, able to hold strong there, and yeah, now it's been some great defense here in game number 2, Jaegers. We wanted to see some more offense. I'm sure we will throughout this series, but right now, highlight is that defense.
Yeah, no, game 1's usually very offensive oriented as teams try to like figure out how they're try to figure out the other team's play style. They just put shots on target. And this one, they kind of figured out they're playing a little bit more defensive on both sides. Venom, especially with 4 saves, make that 5. And it's not the fact that Griffins don't have offense. It's just that Venom's just playing extremely well on defense. And in order to combat that, Griffin's just going to have to kind of start to clear out the playing field as they do there with a few demos.
Yeah, they're going to have to find something here as we're still at 1-0 here with just under 2 minutes remaining in game number 2. And I'm looking to tie the series up. They are the defending champions. This is a grand finals rematch from last season. Obviously, players have changed. 5 out of the 6 are different, but Yo and company trying to get another win. They're winning 4-1 last season. This one, some demos coming through on both sides, some trades. It's really trying to put the pressure on. This ball lofted up Mealy. Gonna find a touch, but he is demoed midair. This one sent back in. J-Rod gonna find a touch. J-Rod can be dunked out this time. It's under a minute remaining. This one in midfield can be lofted up. Mealy can't quite get it. J-Rod dropping it down for anti-so, but he's gonna find the corner. Mealy, he finds a touch, but this one send it back. Mealy's up. J-Rod gonna beat him to it. This one rolling in the midfield. And a minute remaining here, Jaegers. How are we gonna see the Griffins break through and tie this one up?
Well, they just need to clear it out. They need to get out of their half. They need to get some more quality shots. And I mean, Venom just has been a brick wall on defense. And I mean, in order to stop them from saying, they just need to start demoing them on the back line. Throw off their rotations a little bit, because right now Venom has been solid.
Yeah, they have. They've been very solid here with 30 seconds remaining. Looks like they might be able to tie this series up. So out to Mealy, looking for one here. A shot towards net, stop by, makes a touch, making this one up the ceiling, trying to stay with it. Looking for another touch. He finds it, but it's heading back in. Final seconds here. This ball floating off the backward. Mealy has to make a touch. He does. They would get to the side as Venom trying to clear it out. Griffins, can they find one more? Gonna have to keep this one up. It's gonna pop up in the corner. Mealy trying to get to this one, and he slams it down into the corner. The Venom is going to tie this series up.
Yeah, nice little dunk by Mealy. Not an offensive showcase by the Venom in any sort of matter. But they got the job done defensively. Like, you win if the other team does not score, and that's what it seemed like Venom rode by. And very good game by Venom. All we have to wait and see is how the Griffins answer.
Yes, they're trading punches so far. Griffin's taking in game 1, Venom bouncing back here game 2. And yeah, you mentioned it was the defense here. 6 saves on Venom's side here. 6 of the 7 shots were saved away by the Venom defense. They did a really good job there. And well, Jaegers, maybe we jinxed it a little bit. Maybe we said we're gonna see a high-powered offensive match, and they're like, nah, we're not about that. We're gonna lock down on the defensive end. But as we head into game 3, maybe this is where we'll start to see some more offense ramp up, or maybe a controlled defensive game. I don't know.
On this game 3, it's time for the Griffins to answer back. I mean, they kind of got shut out in game number 2 after that really offensive display in game number 1. So this is a game they bounce back, and they're starting out on the right foot. They just can't really get past Venom's defense. Venom's still playing very well on defense. And if you look, they're playing really conservatively. Normally we see a pre-jump or two here from Merely, but we have yet to see it. This is a very conservative Venom team that like die by defense rather than kill you with offense. So we're just gonna have to see if the Griffins can get anything going, because I mean they played so well offensively in game number 1, Austin. So they need to get back to their ways in this game 3.
Yeah, they will have to. Is this one a dangerous ball? Merely can help Yukio out, but Iso sending off the backboard, still dangerous. They're gonna clear it away for now, but we're starting to see the Griffins kind of put some pressure on the zone here. So they're gonna leave this one off the backboard. Merely gonna find a touch. Some ammo comes through, gonna open up a little bit of space. The ball still floating around here off the backboard now. Venom gonna clear it out and finally able to break through.
Oh my.
No, J-Rod with a massive mistake, completely unforced.
Yeah, no, and it happens. It looked like J-Rod was expecting someone to be back. Looks like a massive miscommunications there, and Venom's just gonna take that lead.
I mean, hey, if I was Venom here and the other team gave me one of those, I'd be very happy. But they're gonna answer back and say, all right, you know what, you got your freebie. Let's go back to Tide Rocket.
Yeah, and like literally nothing has changed in the past 2 seconds. We're still tied. It's basically a 0-0 game. The only thing still there is probably the thought that you own gold, but also the relief that you got it back.
Yeah, he did get it back, and it was a good pass. And how about he take the lead? All right, J-Rod, make up for your mistakes here. He's showing everyone, hey, it was a mistake, but we're back.
It happens. I take responsibility, but I'm also going to take responsibility for the goal I just put in. So we got the lead now.
Yeah, they're back. They're back on top here, the Griffins, as they're trying to avenge last season, avenge the last 2 seasons. They made the grand finals in the past 2 seasons, but unfortunately, runner-up in both. And we're gonna have to see if they can bring it back this season. And right now, in this game number 3, they're off to a pretty solid start here, as we're nearing 2 minutes in. This one gonna be sent up high. A demo comes through on the backside, a shot towards the net. Venom, bit of a double commit here. Yukio trying to get out to it. Merely is gonna be the first one to it, looking to stay with it, trying to pinch it down. This one floating in the midfield. The demo comes through, opens up a little space for J-Rod. A nice little touch around one. Gonna be shot towards net. Merely is back, and we get that one away just in time because Yukio gonna find a touch. This ball he's sent across here. Anti-So off the corner, looking to stay with it, dropping it down. Big 50 coming through. Mealy, but wasn't able to get it through. This one sent out by J-Rod. Opportunity, but the Griffins can't quite put that one on. Still, Jaegers, you talked about wanting to see some more offense, and so far, as a huge play there. Stoffby sets it up. Wait a minute, this one shot towards net. The defense is going to come through. But for the majority of this game, we've been seeing the Griffins have really just had sustained pressure in Venom's zone.
Yeah, no, they really have. They're only outshooting Venom by 1 goal, shot. But, like, it really seemed like Griffin have been setting up shop in the Venom's zone. And the few shots that the Venom has had, like, it's just been on, like, one-off things. Griffins really have had sustained pressure. Now they just need to put some more shots on target.
Minute 28 now. Left in this one as a huge pinch comes out by the Griffins off the back. But Stoffby with a good read. New steal as well. Comes through by the Griffins is J-Rod. is up. It would send this one off to the side, looking for another one, but really all over this one. Yukio in
Oh,
there
nice
with the
shot.
redirect. He sends it in. What a shot from Yukio.
Oh man, and like Muley just gonna get a nice read, and Yukio just gonna finesse it in the back of the net. The defender was not ready for it, and we got a tie ball game once again, Austin.
Yeah, just a beautiful shot there. And that's one of those guys, Yukio, you know, I've played against him many times in the Challenge League recently, and he is a scary man on the pitch. You can't let him get any opportunities because he will make you pay like he did right there. Now, trying to make the Griffins pay one more time and take the lead. Mealy is up, double commit comes through by the Griffins, but Taiso able to get back. This one playing back. Stalfy not able to get to that one. Blue Steel is going to come through. Stalfy trying to take it low and slow. Not quite going to happen. Here goes Mirrorly looking for the shot. The placement, it's off the post. Check it out. He can't get to it. It's going to go in. Mirrorly gets the goal, and Venom takes the lead.
And a nice shot by Merely, top right corner. Defense wasn't quite ready. J-Rod looked like he had a chance, but didn't have the angle. And very nice shot by Merely.
And Mirrorly just enough to put it home. And Venom fight back to take the lead. Can they take the series lead here with a win? Final 30 seconds now. The Griffins gonna have to battle back. This one off to the side. Stalfy happy to waste some time, but J-Rod gets it by one. Big demo coming through. Merely control off the backboard as he finds a big bang. Precious time ticking off the clock here for Venom. So trying to lock down this win. Griffins, can they push it back? This ball floating up. Taiso gonna send that one out, but Griffin's just not a lot of boost to work with. They're gonna bang it off the corner. Just Stalfy there. This ball up in the midfield. Stalfy. He's gonna pop it up. It's an opportunity. J-Rod hitting off the sidewall. Opportunity, but not gonna go. And Venom is gonna come back here, and they are gonna hold on to this victory. Jaegers one win away, taking the series.
Yeah, and those last 30 seconds ago, Venom had no problem just hanging out in the back, letting one person chase, and the other two playing uber defensively. Nice win from Venom. It almost felt like they almost stole that one away from the Griffins, the way the Griffins had set up shop in Venom's half, though.
It did kind of feel like that. It seemed like the Griffins had the majority of the pressure. I mean, the shots were one in favor of Venom, so you know, I think they kind of brought it back at the end. But yeah, the Griffins did have a good start, but Venom, they had the finish there, and that's what you need. You need to be able to finish off these games. And speaking of finish off, can they finish off this series, Jaegers, as we're heading to game number 4, Forbidden Temple? We've already seen one in game 5 on the night. Do you foresee a second?
Oh, you know, I called Venom in 5, you know, earlier. And I stick to my guns in matters like that, especially predictions. So I do see us having yet another game 5. And you just need to get the alert ready, Austin.
All right, well, we'll task Mallow to get the alert ready. We'll get him ready. Maybe some people can get the emotes ready in the chat here, the Game 5 alert. We'll have to see, though, if Venom can avoid that and Griffins can make us happy. Send us to a game number 5. So we're into this one. Forbidden Temple, the craziness. What will we see happen in this one? This ball banged down Yukio. Gonna take control. Gonna find that one. Gets it by 1, but Taiso into the corner. This ball out of the midfield. And they popped it up. Stalfy racing to it, but he's actually going to find the win. Merely there as well. Both of them not a lot of boost. The ball dropping down. All of Venom is gone. Merely, can he turn this ball though? Stalfy race back. Looking for the passing play. Dropping it. Nice little touch, but Stalfy, he was all over that one. J-Rod, not quite challenge on that one yet. As it's back in the Venom zone. Yukio gets a touch out. Dangerous ball. And Taiso can't quite put it on net. Demo comes through on the J-Rod. Immediately find a touch there. J-Rod went to a little bit as well. This could be dangerous. Taiso gonna find the touch. Gonna chase with it. Gonna get it over the top of 1. This ball dropping down merely. Take control. But only out to the side there as J-Rod finds one touch. He's looking for another. Can't do it. See what's set in the corner. And about a minute and a half here, Jaegers. Both these teams fighting, trying to find this first goal. Is oh my goodness!
Oh, what a shot!
Find the back of the net, and that, my folks, is a Forbidden Temple moment.
I know, Austin. That was a certified banger. It looked like a ground pinch. Oh my gosh! Top left bins, and what a way to start out this game number 4.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just Forbidden Temple, and that's why we love this map here. And this one, well, how about an answer right back? This really puts it in. He's scoring on the other net, he's scoring on this net, and it's going to be a tied ball game.
Yeah, nice little 50 by Stahl. It didn't have any boost to his name, but did enough to where it mattered, and Mealy just kind of tied up off the kickoff.
Yeah, and Venom wasting no time to get that one right back, as they do not want to see a Game 5. Unlike the rest of us, the viewers, we want to see that juicy Game 5 alert. Venom able to answer back there, and trying to deny it away. As we're back to a 1-1 ball game here. Tied up. Griffins in the Venom zone. Not a great touch there. Could lead to something. Stallfy gonna hit it again around Mirrorly. And no boost over there for two of those Venom defenders, but they're still gonna get it out. Forcing the Griffins to race back. Nice pinch comes through. For the moment, this one, again, a little bit of a double commit by Venom. Mirrorly and Stallfy getting a little bit hung up. This one high off the backboard. Here comes Mealy. Gonna take the shot. He
Nice
puts it
shot
around
by
the
Mealy.
defender. Great speed to put it in.
And yeah, what a pass by Itzo, and Mealy just a little bit quicker. Wasn't a super powerful shot, but just enough, and Griffin's gonna take the lead here.
Great play there by the Griffins. Good speed by the GM on that one as he's able to put it in and give his team the lead here in game number 4, trying to force the Game 5. This ball popped up, some pump attempts coming through. This ball out of the midfield, Mealy take control, trying to send it in towards the net. Off to the corner now. Anti-so. We get in the corner. This Griffin's trying to do something here. I think they're just stalling a little bit of time. This one off the side. It's by one. Dangerous ball in the midfield. Nearly coming off the back wall. It's going to make a touch. As J-Rod sends it in. So we're under 2 minutes remaining here. Venom trying to battle back here. Trying to take this series in for the Griffins. Poised to take a Game 5. Take it to Game 5. This ball dropped in the midfield. Nice little passing play. Mealy's
Oh,
going to
what
come
a
through.
shot by
Puts
Mealy.
it around J-Rod. A light little touch, and Mealy, the GM, coming through with the second.
And Venom looking a little awkward on defense. Mealy a little bit quicker than Yukio, and you know they're going to extend that lead a little bit further. And the way Venom's been playing, Venom's really good offensively. But the past few games, they haven't been scoring a whole lot. And with that 3 goals by the Griffins, it looks a little bit out of reach. Hold on for a second though, because Stallfy going to get a nice little 50 into the dunk, and gonna put his team one less behind.
Welcome to the Challenger League, Stallfy, as he puts it in the back of the net. A huge dunk on J-Rod, and he brings his team right back within 1 here. 1:30 remaining. And Venom tie this up. Can they send it to overtime? The Griffins forcing this Game 5. Yukio, the corner. This ball gonna be popped up. Stallfy finds another touch, but this ball dangerous in the midfield. Yukio able to get back just in time. As Yukio again sends it out for a moment, but the ball's still there. Stallfy with the hardest touch. Yukio to block that one up. It's again anti-so into the corner. Dropping this one down. J-Rod looking for it, but ball just a little bit too far for him to connect with it. Down to a minute remaining here. Mealy off the backwards. Stallfy gonna find that touch, able to send it away. It's J-Rod taking control. Gonna pop this one up. They're by 2. It's just
pass.
Yukio.
Nice shot.
Playing comes through. The Hattie from Mealy. The passing play is perfection.
And good by J-Rod getting it past 2, dishing it off to Mealy, and Mealy just being served up on a platter with the hat trick, brings it back to 4-2.
And that's just beautiful play there from the Griffins offense as they have battled back here. Final 40 seconds of this game number 4. Just gotta hold on here, Venom. They're gonna have to try to find 2 quick ones if they're gonna want a chance. There's some good control from Stallfy taking it down, but not able to take it anywhere productive on that one. This ball blocked off the ceiling. Really gets that one. This one in the corner, trying to find the read, finding a dunk. This ball popped up. Anti-so able to get it away. Final seconds. Venom gonna need to find 2 quickly here if they're gonna want to bring it back. They need to score time on the clock here. They send it out. Can they bring it down the length of the pitch? This ball popped up, seconds wasted, merely can't connect. This ball in the corner, and that is going to do it there for this game 4, Jaegers. We have got what we've all been asking for, our second in game 5 of the night. Get the alerts out.
Second game 5, and I noticed with a minute left, I noticed Mallow typing in News Miscellaneous, so he should be dropping that any second. Game number 5, I mean, what a way to start the stream, Austin. 2 game 5s in a row now. That is a treat.
Yeah, it is a treat. I mean, to be honest, we didn't really have. I think we got pretty unlucky last season, Jaegers, with game 5s. But I mean, so far, I think this is our third game 5 in. We've only had 5 matches. So I mean, hey, the teams are delivering. The content is being had here as we're heading to game 5, and now Jaegers. Who's gonna come out on top in this game 5? I mean, these two teams have just been absolutely trading blows, and it's been a back and forth series.
It really is. It really comes down to who is more icy. And you know, Austin, I predicted game number 1. I predicted it would be Venom. I'm sticking with it. Griffins are playing really well, but I think Venom's gonna end up taking it here.
Well, we're gonna have to see here. Game number 5 here on Champions Field. Winner takes all. Who will improve to 2-0 and start out their opening week perfect? We're gonna have to see here as J-Rod dropping it down. Tyso trying to come in big for this first goal here in game 5. This ball popped up off the backboard. Staffai gonna connect, able to send it off to the side. And he's gonna find a good 50, able to send it through. Tyso down in the midfield. Yukio is there, just gonna get it around Mealy. A big demo, gonna open up some space. Merely gonna make the turn, trying to send in the midfield, but Tyso comes back and blocks it. And only about 30 seconds in, Jaegers, but I want to hear your thoughts on what is the importance here in a winner-take-all game of getting that first goal.
It really is the most important thing because, I mean, you kind of feel like your nerves get rested a little bit. It's like you're not nervous anymore. You have some leeway to be a little bit more aggressive. You get a lifeline. And both teams vying for that first goal here.
Who is going to find it here? Who is going to put their team ahead in game 5? Who's going to win this series? Battle of the champions and the runner-up from last season. Challenger Grand Finals rematch is Yukio, the champion, taking it away, flicking it in, trying to find it. Staffai can't quite connect though. This ball off to the side. He's gonna turn around here, looking to stay with it, popping up in the midfield. Shot opportunity, but just not quite gonna go. Still there. Tyso got a jump, just able to get a touch on that one. So it was a dangerous ball. Instead, it's gonna be cleared away. And now Staffai takes it up there, popping it high, but the Griffins don't want to go there as it's sent off to the side there. And both these teams, Jaegers, the pressure, they want to find this first goal as well. Some chaos happening here in the corner here, but I think they're both feeling the intense pressure of a game 5.
Yeah, I think so. And I chuckled a little bit earlier. Austin Mealy was waiting on that back right boost for a second there. Boost that never came. It didn't end up biting him. But I mean, this is just a very back and forth game. No real favorite here, at least in this game 5, and no one really put any shots of consequence on the board.
Yeah, both of them. It's kind of been some ping pong from these two teams, but that just means that sooner or later someone is gonna break this one off the post. Merely played it slow, but Tyso comes through and sends it in.
And that was just an awkward situation for Venom. I mean, Mealy tried to flick it out. He didn't have any boost to his name. And Tyso just gonna put it away.
And what a big goal from the Griffins here. Just under halfway, they find the first one. And like you mentioned, maybe some breathing room for them. Maybe an opportunity to play more aggressive on this one. Now for Venom. You gotta find a way to battle back. Can they turn it around? Merely gonna be a race off the pitch for the smoke screen. And Staffai turns and ties.
And yeah, no, it looked a little counterproductive by the Griffins. Mealy just gonna smoke screen his own teammate. And Staffai gonna take full advantage of that, putting it bottom right.
Staffai through the smoke. Gonna tie us right back up here in game number 5. So this comes through. J-Rod is going to send it down. Starfire off the corner. Can't find the touch there. J-Rod going to bang it in. A huge mistake. And J-Rod capitalizes.
Yeah, J-Rod just going to take his time with a good read off the corner past the defender. And, Griffins are going to retake the lead as quick as they lost it.
And that's a huge answer right there. You lose the lead, but then a couple seconds later you get it back, and that's what you love to see, is merely trying to drop it down. Demo comes through, 2 Griffins defenders jump for that one. J-Rod able to clear it out, but Yukio sending this one back. Mealy be bumped off that one as Venom starting to get a little bit aggressive. We talked about bumps and demos so far tonight, the first couple matches, as there's one right there. Trying to open up some space. Venom gonna need to do it here. This one banged down into Griffin's corner. Venom trailing by 1. Nearly gonna find a touch. Double commit comes through, but Taiso gonna take control. 50 up in there. J-Rod gonna find a massive dunk, sending it in. He's looking for more, but Merely gonna find a touch for now. Nearly high off the backboard. Dangerous ball. Yukio sends it away. J-Rod is back there, able to get a touch, able to send it off. All of Venom is in that corner. Taiso, no boost to work with. Gonna fake it under 1. This ball popping up high. The net is open on the counter. J-Rod drops it in, and the Griffins trying to close this one out in 5.
Yeah, no, Taiso just going to get a very good clear. And, I mean, honestly, it could have just gone in, but, you know, J-Rod just wanted to put it away himself.
J-Rod maybe just found the dagger there. Made a crucial mistake, but he is more than answered back for that one. In these ones, is this when a huge save comes through? Oh, if I almost sent it in, but Mealy coming up clutch as we're under a minute remaining. Venom gonna have to find 2. Starfire gonna find a block on this one. Merely trying to get to it. He's gonna bang it out. The net kind of open. Starfire looking to turn. It's just J-Rod. 50 comes through. Yukio gotta try to put this one towards the net. He does. Starfire there, but J-Rod, good defense. Is Venom trying to ramp up the pressure. This ball popped up. Merely trying to get to it. He sends it up to the corner, able to steal the boost, but they still need to find 2 in the final 30 seconds. This ball sent back in. Yukio taking control. He's going to get bumped off this one. Merely and Starfire double commit comes through. The time, precious seconds ticking away. It's in their corner. They're going to need a miracle here with the final seconds here. They need one with time on the clock as this ball flicked up. Whoa, wait a minute here. This ball gonna be racing back. J-Rod just in the way, just gotta find the touch. He does. Can they score with 1 on the clock? They cannot. And the Griffins gonna hold on in a Game 5 thriller here, Jaegers, in this grand finals rematch.
Yeah, no, it was a very good game by both teams, and Griffins just stepped it up in game number 5, taking the win and keeping their undefeated season hopes alive.
I mean, what a series that was, Jaegers, too. I mean, these 2 teams battled tooth and nail all series long, trading punches back and forth. And, I mean, that's just another great series here to start off this opening week. We've had some great ones.
Yeah, no, we really have. It's been an absolutely great way to start off this very special season, where you see some familiar faces and some not so familiar places. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, what a great game there from both these teams, really. Just a great match all together. But the Griffins gonna get maybe a little bit of revenge for the end of season 10. Yeah, didn't quite get the championship there, but they're gonna get the win here in opening week, and that is a great win for them. And well, with that being said, Jaegers, we're gonna have to send it to break. We're still cooking along here. We got 2 Game 5s. We'll see if we can find the 3-peat to end off the night, as we are going to be heading to the Prospect League coming up next year, as we have got some more great teams. We got the Banshees taking on the Gladiators. It's going to be another great one, so make sure you guys stick around for that one. It's the final match of opening week. It's going to be a good one, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a few.
Catch you later.
seeing in color. Lost without you, I can't make it through the night. How come I'm not seeing in color? How come I'm not seeing in so far gone. I'm caught up, infatuated by our symmetry. It feels like before now I was only half of me. Thought that I had figured it out, never felt it rationally, but this sense of urgency has me wondering. Thought that I had figured it out, nothing could get through to me, but this kind of chemistry has me wondering. When you're not around it, all goes black and white. How come I'm not seeing in color? Lost without you, I can't make it through the night. How come I'm not seeing in color? How come I'm not seeing in color? So far gone.
In another week it will be not.
everybody? Welcome back for our final match of our opening week. We've had some banger matches. We've gone the distance in both of the first two matches, and now we are heading to the final one, to the Prospect League. We got Banshees, Gladiators. Will we see a third Game 5? Only time will tell. I'm Rockerman back in the booth once more. I'm joined by my good friend Mallow. Mallow, how are you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great, Rocker Man. Great to be here by the triple header himself. And oh man, it's been an exciting night. This season so far has been super awesome, and I hope this match is going to deliver too. I could see it doing it, but we'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see. It's going to be a good one, and yeah, we've had 3 out of the 5 matches so far on stream. They've gone to Game 5, so we'll see if we can keep the high percentage up for this one. But Mallow, we've got two pretty solid teams here. We've got Banshees versus Gladiators. Gladiators have, they started out with a good win on opening day. Banshees didn't quite find the win they were looking for, but I mean, these two teams, they've got some high caliber players for sure on them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Banshees, they got T1 and Sep, and Sep was up in Challenger League last season, and then MP running big for the Banshees, who was on Hypernova last season, and that team looks pretty good this time around. They did lose on Monday, but as it always is in the beginning of the season, you're still building that chemistry, so you're gonna get some good wins, some tough losses. Gladiators, they got their win. Sorry, earlier on Monday, and their team, CJ Fire, Magix, Wolfie, and Chunk. I don't know who's playing yet, but that team, that also is a very good looking team. So I'm not sure who's gonna win yet, but we'll find out here shortly.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Predictions are up, so make sure you guys get them out here and let us know who you got here. I think they've got a couple minutes left to get your predictions in, so get them through. In the meantime, I got to give a couple quick shout outs here before I forget here. Shout out to Jacksoy, our great mod there, 29-month resub. And shout out to Aiko coming back for 7 months. I still have trouble. I keep messing that one up, but I appreciate the resub, Aiko, for the resub, 7 months coming back there. So much appreciated. But yeah, Mallow, it is going to be a good one between these two teams. I gotta know here as we're waiting for the last couple players to drop in the lobby. Who do you got in this one? Do you see another Game 5, or do you think this one's going to end a little bit quicker?
It could end up quicker, but the thing is, with early on in the season, sometimes you'll never know. Some games you think will end early will end up being a Game 5. But with this full reset, we've been seeing a lot of Game 5s, even off stream. We've been seeing it, and so I hope we do see it this time, but we'll find out. My gut is telling me it's going to be like a Game 4, but they're going to be super close, maybe like 1 or 2 overtime wins. But yeah, I think we're going to see a Game 4 or Game 5 for sure. It's just a matter of who can try and edge out, because you've seen it all day today. It's been back and forth.
It really has. And well, folks, let's get things going here. The final match of the night here for opening week. We're going to have to see who is going to come out on top here. And well, how about we don't even get to introduce the teams. Let's introduce Mr. MP running big with a huge goal to start things off.
Yeah, that's a good job there by MP, just having that patience, being there where he needed to be. And I don't know, I may have seen a bump there come out too, because I saw one flying that didn't look natural.
Yeah, there was definitely some chaos in front of the net, but it is the Prospect League after all, so bound to see some chaos for sure. As the Banshees going to start out with the first goal. They are in the green tonight with MP running big, Septune, and this man T1 going to put it in, and that's 2 quick goals for the Banshees.
Yeah, and I knew you were gonna ask this question eventually, but T1 on the Banshees here, he's the guy to watch. Sep is a great player in his own right, but T1, I think he's gonna be the main guy on this team.
He looks like he could be, as they've got a great start here. 2 quick goals to kick things off is always exciting, and the Gladiators gonna have to find a way to battle back here. CJ Fire, Magix, and Wolfie couple players we've seen around in Nemesis a couple times here, many seasons before. They're teaming up here in this one. They find themselves down early. 2-0 hole. This one. We're gonna find a touch there. CJ. Gonna send this one up high. Wolfie. We drop this one down towards the net, but MP is gonna find a way to get it out. T1 out of the midfield. Sep now sending it down. CJ gonna take control. As he's popping it out. We sent up high in midfield. This one blocked again off the Viper or off the backboard of the Banshees. And CJ gonna send it in. This one blocked out. Almost gonna find its way through. A huge dunk. Can't quite go through. But not gonna happen. And we've had 2 quick goals here, Mel, about a minute and a half in, and still the Banshees holding on to this 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and the shot count is the same across the board. It's the Banshees defense that's been holding tried and true, and as we see a second save there by CJ Fire. So CJ Fire definitely showing on the defensive skills here early on, but you know, Rocker Man, one thing I've noticed so far is we are seeing the T-Man, not Nomad car, or sorry, not T-Man. Shoot.
That is T-Man, right? Yeah, T-Man.
It is T-Man.
Yeah.
I was thinking T1 because he's in here. I'm like, am I mixing it up? But no, we got the T-Man car in here, the Nomad car by Sep, and that's one you definitely don't see a lot.
That's true. I think definitely T-Man had popularized that car, especially in Nemesis. And here comes that car right here, right now. Sep puts it in, ask and you shall receive.
Oh, speak of the devil, and you know, I had a, I think it was LK or somebody Monday who I was casting for was getting mad at me for the caster curse when I was calling things about 5 to 10 seconds ahead of time, and it happened again there. So hopefully, hopefully the foam, I believe, doesn't get at me about that one.
Yeah, that one is gonna find the back of the net, and yes, Sep, he's a great player as well. I think these teams have some very solid players. I think Magic's might be the only one I don't quite recognize on these teams. So there's some Nemesis veterans here teaming up in this season. And so far, the Banshees gonna start out with the early lead, but this one, nice little pass on the midfield. Wolfie trying to get to it, but instead Sep and the Banshees find a way to clear it out as he's dribbling down in the midfield. T1 find a touch, but only so far as the midfield line. As MP sending it off the backboard, dropping it down, trying to find the dunk through, but it's going to be cleared away just in time by the Gladiators, who right now have been getting a little bit suffocated. Is this one again dropping down, but the backboard defense was there as the Banshees continue to fire, send this one towards the net, dropping down. T1 going to send it in, and the Banshees going to storming away here with game number 1.
That good 50 there by Sep, getting it right on in front of the goal there. T1 able to just tap it in there. The defense of the Gladiators just, in a way, almost non-existent.
Yeah, they really haven't found anything on the defensive end. The Banshees have gotten everything they wanted in game number 1, as that one is just barely going to scrape by the post into the corner. It's sent out in the midfield. Banshees racing back for T1, trying to get to it. Magic's with a good challenge, but he's able to get it so far. As once again, the Banshees keep it in the zone. This ball pinched across out of the midfield. Dangerous ball, but won't be there. Looks like the Banshees happy to waste some time here, playing a little bit safe in the midfield, just letting the Gladiators bang it to them here. As we find a block off to the side, T1 keeping the pressure on, looking for another one. Landing it off the sidewall. MP looking up for it, but CJ is going to find a touch, but only going to be demoed for his efforts as Mala. We're under a minute remaining here. Gladiators still yet to get on the board, as that one is not going to find its way through.
Yeah, and the defense of the Banshees, for the most part, have been great. The thing is, though, you know, what I'm seeing, we need to see more defense by the rest of the Gladiators other than CJ Fire. And, you know, on the Gladiator side, CJ Fire, great on the defense, and, you know, he'll show up on the offense, but we'll really, I know Magic's a little bit, and he is a great player. I suspect as soon as he starts warming up a little bit, we'll start seeing his offensive pressure. So we just need to see Wolfie and Magic's with that combo to start picking up.
See if they're able to do that. As this ball touches the ground, the Banshee's gonna take game number 1. And Mallow, I have to ask, and it's always an interesting thing to consider here in these matches. Is what do you think the effect of stream nerves might be playing place here in this one? It is opening a week after all. It is just the start of the season again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It especially in lower leagues, I think it does. I think it affects a little bit more. But the more you play here at Nemesis, the more that you know how things are structured when it comes to the stream. So, it may not affect you as much, but the biggest thing for me, I think, would be it's the beginning of the season. So, you may have developed some chemistry with maybe one of your teammates, or maybe a little bit with all, but that chemistry, you still need to build it up a little bit more. And we'll see that across the board, even without the ones on stream. Gladiators, I don't know how they won their games Monday, but right now they're not looking like a 1-0 team that won.
Yeah, they did look like they were a little bit on the back foot here, as we'll be heading into the next game right here, and we'll have to see. You never know what happens in these first week 1 matches, especially a lot of nerves for opening week. I know it's the new hype around the season, the first full reset, early on in the season here, so you're really trying to, like you mentioned, get some chemistry with your teammates. You don't know how much these two teams have played. I mean, they couldn't have played too much because these teams, it was a full reset, so they've only got, a couple weeks, more than likely at max, as a trio here, teaming up. And this ball, dangerous here, and the Gladiators are going to get on the board. Wolfie strikes first.
Yeah, Wolfie, a veteran here in Nemesis, doing some work here against that defense. And, like I said, we got to see Wolfie and Magix pick it up. We saw Wolfie do it there. 4:28 remaining. Gladiators on top.
Gladiators gonna find that early lead, and that's good for them to finally get something going. They didn't have really anything in the last game. They had a few shots here, a few saves, but it seemed like it was all Banshees in that game number 1. And now gonna battle back here, starting things out with an early lead. Like you mentioned, led by Wolfie, Nemesis veteran there, trying to help lead this team here. He was most known on the Bandits here. Now he's switched over, and that's another thing, Mello. I talked a little about with the Jaegers. I kind of want to get your perspective. What do you think about all these players, on new teams this season? How do you think that could possibly affect them, being in a new place, like MP and Wolfie and these Nemesis veterans finding a new home for season 11?
Yeah, well, somehow, I didn't realize it at the time, but there were actually a couple of players that ended up being together and on the same franchise on Monday. But this one, these are definitely all new players together, and it's definitely a little nerve-wracking. That could be part of it too when it comes to it. Is you're also on stream on top of that. You want to do your best. Want to play at your highest that you can, and you're going to be extremely nervous for a bit, and very very questionable as to what you think you might do. As Sep just misses that ball completely there, and CJ Fire was just able to knock it in.
CJ just coming through. Yeah, big miss on that end, and the Gladiators going to take a 2-0 lead, and this maybe is looking a little bit more like the 1-0 team, how they started on opening day, as they're able to find it back. And now it's the Banshees who have been kind of punched in the mouth a little bit here with 2 quick ones. How can they find a way to battle back as we're here in the halfway point? Banshees looking to send this one out. It's going to go down, but only so far as Wolfie, as this one popped up a huge bump, but it might not be enough. It's going to go in anyways. T1 gets the goal, and the Banshees bring it back within 1.
Oh, the aggression there paid off by T1, but the aggression by the Gladiators did not. And that's the thing that has changed here in Game 2, is that the Gladiators are definitely much more aggressive than they were in Game 1. And I don't know if they were just kind of sizing up the Banshees or what, but, one thing I have noticed as well on the opposite side, the Banshees' third man has been creeping up just a little bit too much sometimes, and I think that's how they've been able to get scored on, because then they go into panic mode. So we'll see what the Banshees do here to try and tie it up, or if they'll end up giving up another goal.
Yeah, it's a 2-1 game here. Banshees, a solid 4-0 victory in game 1, looking to take a 2-0 series lead. Gladiators looking to fight back here. A nice little touch, dropping it down. Magic's trying to turn around to it, passing out to CJ in the midfield. Nice little play, but just couldn't find the last shot there. So they're really trying, and want to see some chemistry being built. It's early on in the season, but you started to see passing plays forming, teams and players starting to click a little bit. That one, it's almost a great one for the Gladiators, but instead, they're going to be forced back on defense. Racing in the corner, Magix. He's up for one, finds one touch, but here comes Sep. Firing it towards the net. It can be dropped down. T1 with an opportunity, shooting it towards the net, but oh my goodness, what a save at the last second. And the counterattack, trying to send it back to MP, gets it away, and what a clutch play there by the Gladiators, Mal.
Yeah, that was a great play, and great job by the Banshees to get out of that defensive pressure that they were on. They were getting boost starved and everything, and they were able to get a good clear. T1 was able to clear it and able to put a good offensive pressure back, but Wolfie with the fantastic save, and the Banshees are still down by 1.
Yeah, some great defense there by the Gladiators here. Rory Morg captured their first championship last season with the Knights, and looking to start something up here with the Gladiators. This one went over to the corner. Under a minute remaining. Gladiators holding on to this 2-1 lead. The ball floating in the midfield, popped up. Towards the net, T1 off the backboard, gonna clear it high. MP gonna help him out, sending it, looking for one more, pushing it over the top, off the backboard, trying to find a follow, dropping down off the backboard. Banshee's trying for it, not quite gonna have it that time, as they're still looking to try to send things out. Final 20 seconds now for them, as a huge booming clear. CJ with a good catch and a good turn. Pressure right back into the Banshee zone. Can they find something with the final 10 seconds, or will we see a tied series? Magic's sending this one in towards the corner. Banshee's gonna try to take it the length of the pitch here, but this one stuck in their corner. Can they keep it up, Septune? He can't, and that one's gonna hit the ground. And Mallow, we got ourselves a tied series, 1 apiece.
Ooh, and that's been the ammo for everything so far this season, right? It's been back and forth, especially tonight so far. We're back and forth again, tied up 1-1, and it's the games have been close too. It's not like been any blowouts during those games, and so we look at the shots here, pretty level. The only thing that that I can see this time is now it's the script has been flipped. Banshee's defense was not there, and Gladiators defense was there. So now they have to find a good balance. The Banshees do, in order to get the win here for the next game.
Yeah, they are gonna have to find something here. They, like you mentioned, they had that game 1 victory, but again, they just didn't have the same offense and even the same defense that they did in that game 1. But we're heading to game 3. Like you mentioned, it's been a lot of back and forth series, so we're gonna have to see who is gonna take this one. This is gonna be an important one. The winner of this game is gonna put themselves 1 win away, getting another win on opening week here, starting out the season in a strong capacity. Gladiators looking for 2-0. Banshees looking to avoid an 0-2 hole. This one sent off to the side. Gladiators trying to start things off here. This ball in midfield, looking for a turn. CJ dropping down Sep. He's gonna make a touch. Gonna get it away for a moment as it's blocked out. Wolfie. He's blocked off to the side here as Magic's jumping up. This ball hanged off the sidewall. MP. He cleared this one out. Some control made. Bumps coming through there. The Gladiators. Again, the attack. T1 can't find the touch. This ball screamed off the backboard. Here comes number 2. Magic's trying to drop it down, but just not enough power. This one gonna be turned back around. Wolfie looking up. A touch. A double tap. Oh my goodness. CJ fire. What a shot.
Oh man, he had a little bit of an assist. I think it landed on the car of whoever that was down there. It looks like Sep, but I think it was going to go in either way. What a job there by CJ Fire, and he's coming out on the offensive side too. We saw him in that second game there, and he was doing a great job. So maybe the wombo combo for this team is Wolfie and CJ Fire, and Magix is that good third. Who knows? But right now, one other thing, Rockerman, that I was going to talk about earlier with this full reset is, you get a lot of teams that'll just have the same people with you develop good friendship with, right? And you just keep playing and you keep playing, and now you're out here to make new friends, or perhaps enemies, and we'll find out who will be able to work together as the season goes along.
Yeah, that's true. That's always exciting things about a draft league, and especially with the full reset. Like you mentioned, you get to meet some new people, you can have some good games, and hopefully for everyone's sake here, have a fun and exciting season. And so far, both these teams have definitely been putting on some good pressure. You definitely, like you mentioned, you can see some chemistry starting to form here with these two teams, even though it is the only opening week. They've definitely been doing some good things as Gladiators the one with the lead here in this one, but a nice little pass comes through, but Magic's good defense on the end there. Ball lofted up, some more demos coming through. Is this one going to be sent to the corner? Sep couldn't quite find the touch. MP going to connect on this one, a block to the side. Magic's the touch there. Sep now will try to take it through. This ball banged high off the back where Wolfie sets it up. Opportunity. Two Banshees go. Demo coming through. This one off the sidewall, looking for a double tap there. Gonna send it in the corner. Nice little play. CJ Fire. Look at Mechanical. It's off the post. It's not gonna go T1. Gonna send it out. The Gladiators and CJ Fire right now. Mallow is looking. He's living up to his name. He is cooking.
Yeah, he is definitely on fire right now, and the Banshees are panicking, and it's showing because we're seeing these double commits and almost sometimes triple commits. So I'm, and that's the other part that you'll see when it comes to full resets like this and new teammates is you're gonna see a lot of double commits, especially in the lower leagues, and hopefully, both teams or any team will take care of those rather quickly, especially when you're being showcased like this. And right now, the Banshees still have plenty of time. It's only 1-0 with the little over a minute and a half left.
They're holding on here, and we're gonna have to see who is gonna get themselves this Game 3 victory right now. Gladiators happy to hold on to this 1-0 lead. They put some good pressure on too, trying to add to it, but just haven't quite been able to do that. This one's sent back in. Banshees trying to find a way to break out T1. They'll send it down. Magic's taking control. T1 jumping, trying to get all over that one. Magic's off the ceiling. Gonna hold on to that flip. Gonna pop it up. Looking for a bump there. This one off the corner. It's dangling. Another bump, but T1 is gonna get back in time. And well, we have seen some crazy saves here in this series by both teams as we're under a minute remaining.
Oh yeah, even with the pressure of the bumps and demos, they're still happening, which is impressive, especially when you talk about prospect league. It's still a little down there, so sometimes you might see some silly mistakes, and Wolfie almost gets that one in there, almost snuck it in, but wasn't able to get it. And still Banshees panicking a little bit. They do have to kind of pick it up right now, but I'll give my in-game analysis here in a minute. But right now, Banshees, they might be in trouble in this series.
Yeah, they're running out of time here in this Game 3. Gladiators poised to take the lead in the series. This ball popped up. Final 10 seconds now. CJ sending it down. The net is just open. They caught him out, and CJ may have just found the dagger.
Yeah. I see NP in the goal there, and then I think I saw two in that corner, and it's such, I won't say an easy goal because open nets tend to be the hardest. So, but CJ Fire making it look easy, still living up to his name, and Banshees go down here in the series 2-1.
Yeah, that's a huge win from the Gladiators. Some good bounce back from them. Like you mentioned, they just kind of got pushed around in Game 1, but the last two games here, we've just seen a different team from them. And I mean, 7 shots from the Gladiators. They've really put it on. The Banshees just haven't been able to find any sort of answer now.
Yeah, and the shots, is definitely the big tell here. One thing, if I'm the Banshees, one thing that I'd start doing is I would start pulling that ball closer to you. I think I see them doing a little bit of boomer ball, and I think it's costing them because they're just throwing it right back, or it's just out of reach to where they're not able to follow up, and they just get either out 50'd or just out of the play. And that's definitely something that they'll want to improve here in Game 4 at Forbidden Temple.
Yeah, and Forbidden Temple, can we find the three-piece? Can we see 3 Game 5s in one night? I mean, we've seen 3 of the 5 matches already. Can we see 4 of 6 here? We're gonna have to find out as we're on to Nemesis's most crazy map here. The chaos does reign on Forbidden Temple, and we're right back at it again here. Right to see if the Banshees can find a way to return up that pressure that they had in that game 1. They just kind of put it all on the Gladiators. And D1 maybe trying to start out with some bumps. So 50 comes through in the midfield. DJ is going to take his time, not a lot of boost, but not, the Banshees also don't have much boost to work with. This one fired towards that MP. He's going to make the clutch save, be able to get that one away. It's rolling off to the side. Wolfie now going to take control of this one. Pinched out, going all the way back there. Magic forced to retreat. One up off the ceiling. Magic can't quite find that touch. T1 gonna find a block. Is this one gonna be clanged out? And Mallow kind of touched on it a little bit in the break here. But what do you really want to see? Who do you want to see from the Banshees here if they're gonna try to send us a game 5?
We have got to see T1 step it up here because he was definitely a good part of that offense in game 1, and Sep is also a big part. But as I say that the ball is flailing in front of the net, in front of those two, and hopefully they do something about it. And T1 does here, clearing it out. But definitely those two. But you can't count out or not say anything about MP. He's definitely got good positioning, good ball placement. But sometimes you want to definitely rely on a good combo, and right now it tends to be Sep and T1.
Those two have been really working it here, and Banshees are gonna need them here as this ball back in their zone, looking to take control. This ball sent out Sep.
Ooh, good touch.
He's gonna find a touch, but gonna be sent back still as it's in their zone. Ball rolling in the corner. Sep gonna bang it out, looking to stay with it. This ball 50'd up, gonna drop right down. Oh no, it's gonna fall into their net. CJ puts it in. He's gonna give the Gladiators the lead.
I think that may have actually just been an own goal because oh no, I don't know. Didn't look like T1 got a piece of it. It was close, but unfortunately T1 wasn't able to get there. CJ Fire, just great placement there, and CJ Fire has been an absolute stud this series.
He really has another goal to his repertoire here, and a big one there. He's going to find the back of the net here in game 4 to give his team the lead. Now the Banshees, once again, find themselves down in this game. And in this series, there's a nice little touch pass coming through. CJ fires it in. It's off the post. It's going to go. Wolfie finishes it all.
Oh, man. The defense got caught, I think, looking there a little bit. And, I don't blame Sep or MP or anyone on that Banshees defense with that ball, because that's one of the scariest things to see in front of you is the ball halfway in the goal, and you see two or at least one of your teammates trying to charge after it, and then someone has to go for it though. And unfortunately, just too much time wasted trying to get to it, and the Gladiators were able to get it in.
We're able to find it in, and they're looking to close out this series in 4. What can the Banshees do? Can they find something? Can they bring it back and force a game 5? This ball rolling out of the midfield. Dangerous ball. Here comes CJ once more. He puts it in, and that's another one for his name.
Yeah, this has been the Wolfie and CJ Fire show when it comes to the Gladiators. Magix has been doing great where he needs to be, and that's what's important. Whether it is offense or defense, but this has really been a big time CJ Fire and Wolfie show.
Yeah, it really has. They've been putting in some work here in this one for sure, and it's given them this lead. Looking to take the series. A nice little pass come through, but Wolfie denies it away. Great denial from him. Great defense as we're down to 1:40 remaining, and the Banshees are going to have to perform a miracle comeback here. They haven't had the pressure in the last couple of games, but they're going to need to find it now as Septune is up, but Wolfie, he's going to be quicker to it. He's looking for a shot here, going to find a dunk ball. Dropping down, Wolfie is hunting the net. Find a bump there. It's Magix to the ceiling. Got a flip to work with. Gonna try to
Oh.
musty it down to his teammate. Nice little touch, but this one could be a counterattack. Dangerous ball, but Wolfie able to get back just in time as we're down to the final minute here, Mallow, and the Banshees, once again, gonna need some sort of miracle.
Yeah, because it's not looking good right now, especially with that goal there. The hat trick there by CJ Fire. Magic's with the beautiful touch there, and oh my goodness. What a game here. What a series by the Gladiators. And now I understand why they are 1-0, because this team is looking good.
Yeah, they really turned it up. I mean, it was a sketchy game number 1, but maybe some nerves, maybe some, I don't know what it could have been, but regardless, they have pushed it back here in game 4, looking to end this one off here, and barring the most miraculous comeback we might ever see on a Forbidden Temple map, looks like the Gladiators should be improving to 2-0. Play it out here as Wolfie standing up in the midfield. One is going to be pushed away by Sepp. Trying to get up to it, MP. Gonna block this one up. Final 30 seconds now. Gladiators still continue to push it into the Banshee zone, not letting them get a single ounce of breath. As Wolfie now gonna send it in, shooting it towards the net. Sepp gonna take good control there. As he's gonna try to send it out, but the Gladiators just happy to hang out around that midfield, knowing that a 4-goal lead is not to be broken here. As they're going to do it, Mallow going to take this victory here, and a good performance from them, able to come back. Is well, we're going to have one more. No, not quite. Gonna hit the post, but the Gladiators, regardless, going to win the series in 4.
Yeah, good job by the Gladiators here. I did say it was going to be a game 4 likely situation, maybe game 5, and here we saw it here. Game 4, Forbidden Temple and Gladiators pulling it out, able to pull the victory, going to 2-0. Banshees now going to 0-2, and it's still early in the season, so you don't want to panic as the Banshees, but just like how you see the carousels in other sports, it may happen, but me personally, I wouldn't be too worried yet, but you still got to build that chemistry. You're not going to build the chemistry in 1 week, so hopefully the Banshees keep their head up and keep grinding at it, because the grind does continue here, as you know, Rocker Man. But congratulations to the Gladiators, and they delivered a well played match there.
Yeah, they really did a very solid matchup from the Gladiators. Congratulations to everyone who took a W tonight. That was a great way to kick off opening week here. A lot of game 5s, a lot of close series. I think all of them went to game 4. I don't think we saw any sweeps on stream. So great start here for everyone. Congratulations to all the teams that have won. We are going to be back next week on Monday as the grind does continue. We'll be back for week number 2 as things are just heating up. We're just getting started here for season 11. It's going to be a good one. Full reset already in full bloom. So make sure you guys follow if you haven't already. We appreciate everyone hanging out for tonight, but yeah, keep following, keep tuning in with us, keep the hype up in the chat as always, and yeah, we'll be back on Monday. So thank you all for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.